I don't know. That's weird to say.
That's a good question. Strength.
I think my strength is my communication and ideas as an IGL. I feel like I have a good read for how the map plays out and what the enemy is thinking and what they're doing.
My game sense and my communication wise. Whenever I started playing this video game, I wasn't really good mechanically. So I tried to make up for that with my comms in case I feel bad for my teammates. So I gotta provide some sort of value.
So I'm someone that definitely kind of tries to work on their weaknesses and turn them into strengths. I haven't really been focusing too hard on my strengths lately, especially since we're so close to the tournament. I've been trying to, work and build off of my weaknesses, but I definitely think a weakness that I've been trying to turn into a good strength is being able to keep consistency and balance.
My supporting utility, whether no matter what role I'm on, because I have been shifting around roles quite frequently. I think I'm really good at supporting the person I'm playing with the most. So if I'm on flashes supporting my duelist, I think I'm really strong when it comes to setting them up. I think I'm really good at being able to read my team and what they want to do if I'm playing smokes and smoke for them, and overall setting up my team so that they can thrive.
I would say my flexibility. I've played a lot of different agents for teams, and I like to play different agents and have those changes rather than just playing perma, senti, lurk, or holding site, angering site.
My mid-rounding skills, my ability to not only read the map, but read what the enemy could be doing, as well as kind of just know what they want to do, what their plan is, so that I can also make a plan.
My brain, I think as an IGL, I study the game a lot, so I think my brain is probably the strongest point.
My biggest strength as a player is probably my ability to adapt. I think I'm a very flexible player. I've played many agents in the past, I've played many different play styles, and I think bringing that to my team is something that we've really valued and really gotten a lot of success out of.
My mental or confidence, I guess that kind of plays into part with both, but I really don't get nervous, and I feel I'm really confident and true to who I am and how I play.
I think my biggest strength as a player is probably my util usage. I think I have really good util. I also think I have really good comms.
It's hard to answer because I think I focus a lot on my weaknesses and trying to optimize my gameplay. I think my strength as a player is being bloodthirsty, but also working with the internal conflict of being bloodthirsty and maintaining composure.
My biggest strength as a player would definitely be the way I take fights and my movement during the fight. Most players strafe left than right, but I actually just strafe twice to the right or twice to the left.
And we are back with some more Valorant game changers. We got to see Evil Geniuses take one step closer into the main event, but now they have to go up against an opponent that has been known so long in this Valorant game changer scene. They're up against Shopify Rebellion. At this point, two in our bracket, all these matches on fire, so make sure to be checking out our alt stream. But Gomps, we definitely have a great one ahead of us.
I genuinely think we do. And listen, DSG Fly is looking exciting, but Shopify versus EG is looking just as great. I honestly think we have a lot of bangers of a matchup coming down in the bracket so far.
You look at this, and Lori's like, all right, I'm not revenge, but I know what you do. I know how you play. I know you inside and out. This is a great match to have. This early, but kind of middle of the tournament to see where these teams are stacking up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's take another look at our Evil Geniuses roster. If you're just joining us now, and we got to hear from Thea about the two new additions, being Lori and Starbound, how great they have been for the team. And as you touched on, Riv, Lori now going up against her old org. That's always then more exciting. That's that little extra level. You already want to take the win, but even more so now.
You know, it's oh, we're always friends. We're friends. You see them down that scope, and you're like, bye-bye.
Okay, two as well. Speaking of obviously that history being there from Lori, I feel like that's just gonna make Lori pop off. That's for me, if I were in this situation, this would be my anime arc, my anime revenge arc, and I would be popping off absolutely insane. And honestly, Lori's been doing good so far. I feel like this is going to be that motivation booster.
I'm excited to see her pop off even more because the 2 new additions, we already got to see Starbound be popping off in the last series up against Misfits. So good here. Starbound was just holding things down on the sites here, Gompers, that honestly, it was really difficult to get by them sometimes.
No, and that was the biggest issue too. We did actually talk about Starbound quite a bit, making sense though, because the Sentinel plays that we got to see, first of all, why did Killjoy have an op? And third of all, second of all, just moments like these where the holds were so tremendous, and that's simply just because when you play that Killjoy role, you understand the timing. You understand how to use your util alongside your positioning or with your team. And it's Starbound that really made actions like these count.
Super versatile player, especially seeing the operator in there. It's good to see a teammate be able to kind of pick anything up, use it, and still be able to assist the team. And I think we'll see more from Starbound this game too. That KDA is disgusting. Or KD is disgusting.
Disgusting. This has been all Valorant Game Changers 3 as well, not just the last series. So Starbound has actually just been on a tear, and we'll have to see if that tear continues now going up against Shopify Rebellion. Because when we talk about a team that goes through tears, through tours, I mean, Shopify Rebellion, this core of this roster has been around for a while. We are going to see a little bit of a change, though. If you knew the Shopify Rebellion of old, then maybe you might be surprised what I'm talking about. Panini is going to be back with the squad here at Gomp, so that'll be really exciting to watch.
Oh, Panini, the time of 2022. We're reversing time in esports, and it feels so good. Panini is like literally when I think of somebody that needed to be back in Shopify, it has to be Panini. And I do think KP actually had expressed that they were excited. You know, I believe in a video that to have Panini back as well. So it's like this team kind of is already meshing with Panini, and all the while developing that skill set that they need to move further with this new player. And they have the familiarity, so what difference does it make?
Yeah, and you see Sabui only joining, what, 3 months ago, too? So still, like, there's, as well, they already learned to play with that. With Sabui, rather, there's even more to grow on, right? So we don't know what we're going to see. It's probably going to be really good.
I do know one thing that we can expect to see when we see Shopify Rebellion, though, and it's Sonder in time. You know, Sonder is such a strong player out here. And already, I mean, we got to see some strong stats with Starbound. Well, let's one-up that just a little bit. Sonder, I mean, a force to be reckoned out here with.
Yeah, you can always expect Sonder to have the 2K, the 3K, to even put the team on the back for the entire K, like the entire game, you know? It is really awesome to see the consistency that Sonder brings to the table, and is a delight to see on the screen every time.
Listen, if you guys need an example as to why it's Sondering time, just go back to the GC Champ stats. Let's look at what happened last year, all right? I don't know. Sonder's just absolutely insane, and it kind of shows. And, you know, they work incredibly hard to even be here. So I would say for Shopify, like, this is a huge player to have on the roster.
Yeah, definitely somebody that when you're staring them down, you know, when we're talked about how Lori's getting revenge on her old org and she's staring somebody down, have it be Sonder just so that the team can have a better chance, because Sonder is definitely someone that you do not want to run for too long out on the field. That is for sure. Excited to get into this one though, because this point in our double elim bracket, this is our uppers, and both of these teams are just one match away from qualifying into the main event. So that being said, see where this battle is going to be happening heading over to our map picks and bans. We've seen so much Lotus and Haven already this tournament, but if a team can clean it up in 2, then we'll get something a little bit more fresh. We're going to be starting things out with Ascent here, Riv, being picked up by Evil Geniuses.
Everybody just watched, like, okay, we're qualifying. We don't want to play anything crazy. What maps are they come out for a long time? Oh yeah, Ascent, Bind, and Haven. Yeah, they've been around for a while. We know how to play those. Yeah. Back to these, the tried and true. A lot of the ones that everybody will have strats for, and maybe refine some. But yeah, Ascent is definitely going to test your attack, since defense is pretty hunkered down. You can usually catch a few rounds on defense to make your attack side easier. So Shopify Rebellion starting on defense, I think, could give them a good boon there.
Yeah, it'll be really nice for them. And looking ahead for the series, we get to see Bind and Haven up next, Gomps. How are you feeling about this map pool in general for our two teams?
Man, honestly, Bind, like, it makes sense why it's a Shopify pick. Bind has been, like, seriously, they've been on a tear on Bind recently as well, as it came into the map pool. So it is kind of like an OG map. There was a lot of time. I feel like everybody missed it when it was gone. Some people are going to hate me for saying that. They're going to be like, Conference, you are so wrong for that. Personally, I think Bind is a Shopify map, and I think it makes, like, to put themselves in that position, especially with, you know, Sonder in time. Who doesn't like a nice Bind Sonder in time?
Hey, I'm with you. I enjoy watching a nice, fun, chaotic Bind game. I'm not gonna lie, I will always have just etched into my memory of the Shopify Rebellion of old and the Cloud9 White of old and the reverse sweep there. So I'm always a little traumatized for Shopify Rebellion looking at Vine, but hey, this is a new time, this is a new era, and it's definitely been looking good for it. And at this point now, Riv 2, we are just in the upper bracket. So a team isn't completely out if they take the loss here, but you both know, especially how close that Shopify Rebellion is to just even qualifying off points if they can get a good placement here. These teams are hungry.
Yeah, Shopify Rebellion knows exactly what lies ahead. They've been here, right? A lot of that team has been to the stage, so I can see them never taking these games as, oh, they're just whatever, we can get to the stage. But they're looking ahead, right? That's what you have to go against. You know Shopify is always going to be playing to a high level, so can EG now, having this game under their belt, feeling comfortable, reach that level? Because I do think it's kind of, as Misfits were our underdog last game, EG comes as our underdog this game.
Which is crazy to say when we get to see Evil Geniuses as strong as they were going up against Shopify Rebellion here, Gomps. But yeah, the fact that Shopify Rebellion have, with the majority of their players, reached that stage. We're only sending 2 teams from NA to the Valorant Game Changers Championships. They got the ticket last time, so I feel like there's that even more added pressure ahead of them.
I have to agree, and lately, you know, they used to be probably like the most dominant team alongside V1, which some of the players there previously C9, and that was what Game Changers was. And now it feels like there's been such shaky moments with, again, Misfits winning out a series on them not too long ago, you know, teams kind of taking them down, which you wouldn't necessarily expect from a team as good and as strong as Shopify. So people are really bringing in that competitiveness just to make it to Brazil this year.
Yeah, though I don't think that's a detriment to Shopify Rebellion here. I think that is more just a testament to the strength that's being built out amongst this Game Changers teams. It's been really, really nice to see. Even in the matches that we've gotten to see, FlyQuest has been good. Disguise has been so much fun to just see them players grow. Riv, like, there's so many different power teams. I know for a lot of them, the stakes is they have to win or else, but still, there is actually, like, oh, wait, like, we could have some insane upset potential down the line.
That's one of the things I noticed coming in and looking at just last Game Changers to this, and player swaps, changes, little things, 1 here, 2 there, 3 there, and that these teams are still playing at such a high caliber. You're like, oh, that might take them down a notch, and then you're still surprised. And then another team who is Jupiter's Monkeys from Outer Space Galaxy World 1 is like toppling teams, and you're like, okay, here's another team that is maybe not this Game Changers, but will be taken apart, and you will have even more super teams next game. You know, the way the Game Changers is growing is exponential, and I think this obviously is one of the strongest ones, but some of the most intense play we've had.
Yeah, I used to think that the roster changes and the swaps was sometimes like, I would always look at the team and I'm like, oh no, like, can they be back to the old strength? But it seems like with every move, the teams are just getting stronger and stronger as kind of figuring out who is best suited to be going where. I mean, as you said, Gomps, with Panini rejoining Shopify Rebellion, KP tweeting out about how her presence has already made such a huge impact in and off the server for the entire team in general. And for a team that is had the success that Shopify Rebellion has had in the past, for those words to be coming out of KP there, I feel like holds a lot of weight for a team that we've already seen so much from.
No, absolutely. And, you know, again, KP is somebody who IGLs for the team. So, you know, when you have that synergy, when you have that relationship and bond with this team, it all comes down to, you know, that trust that really does build up the strength that leads forward down in the brackets. And I feel like here for Shopify, they've been cooking it up. I truly do believe like the losses that they faced were something that they learned from. And at the end of the day, sometimes losses are what you need to come back stronger. So I'm hoping to see Shopify kind of, you know, really bring out the best in themselves.
Everybody has to lose sometime unless you're playing under an org called version 1. Besides that, everybody has to take a loss sometimes. So it's all about how they can be recovering from there. So I don't know why we're talking about losses at this point. We're looking for a team to be winning. Our agent select is ready. Let's get into our first map of a set.
Okay, well, mirror composition starting up. Thank you so much, Sierra. But moving on to Ascent, which is the breeding ground for Valorant players.
It is. It is indeed. We will see everybody go multiplication mode on this. When they loaded and the player card slapped down, I was like, everyone's the same person except for like the Killjoy dividing everyone having the same color aesthetic. I was like, wait.
It kind of feels nice. It like feeds into my eyes really nicely.
There you go. Yeah. Oddly
I do
satisfying.
Like it.
There you go. So yeah, mirror comps. This means the test comes down to what happens on the map and how much different you can play your composition, who has the variations that come through. Everybody should be able to get good control of, you know, tiles, how they want to play it with the Sova Dart.
Yeah.
And being able to take site if they want, but it's all about who retaliates better. I think you're always a good retake comp with this composition, so expect to see a lot of that. You don't have too much, hey, you need to stop what you're doing in these agent compositions, right? You can't just throw a nade and have somebody have to back off. Everybody's dashing forward and moving pretty much without worry. You can get through a Killjoy molly pretty quick. Depending on how they're placed. Interesting setup. They're actually expecting the dash up on top of Jen and then fall back into sight on this, I believe, from Evil Geniuses to attack A. So that's the setup for Shopify Rebellion. They're expecting EG to go a bit fast here, when really it's going to be a tiles and feel out mid play.
Shutting them down.
Yeah, looking for the best way to get this first round in. Shopify Rebellion, they hold so much weight in the scene. It makes me wonder how EG feel kind of approaching the situation. Already keeps coming through and they've managed to make the damage, but no refrag left to be said there. Shopify already on a tear, but it's Kinsey taking things back. That's what you expect out of one of the top duelists.
They were met with everyone. Let me look at the blue X's on the map. They had to go through Shopify Rebellion to do what they just did. It did not matter. Swarming the site, Evil Geniuses get exactly what they want with the plant. 3 alive. Ghosts in hand. And they're just going to let Flowerful walk into this crossfire. I wonder next round, does EG play it slow? It's a little easier to figure out if a team is pushing on Ascent. So maybe they get up to a site real fast. In Shopify's face. Losing one more. Nice trade down for Flowerful to take one more with. Looks like there will be weapon pickups. Easy peasy. How do they set up next? I think EG was kind of right to do an aggressive strat first. It worked for him against what was happening with Misfits. And they just seem to be coordinated against over each other's shoulder with each other on those types of plays. Here, it looks like they may even do it again. Last one was just a bit of a tit and tat towards mid, and then they went right to B. Here, they're going quick.
Oh, good paranoia to start, though, too. They've learned their lesson there from EG. Don't peek that angle.
Yeah.
Players like to push that, so Shopify trying to counter this play with just the cross holds, the contacts being made here. Not enough to take KP. Even then, EG, they still managed to find that control. Not a lot of chances here, but for Shopify, losing that lead, it's weak too much, especially down in this pistol.
Nice damage before getting into sight.
Shadows traveling.
Still a lot of Spectre trained down the edges. So Bowie still comes up with one, but it is going to be EG walking away. 3 alive again. And now we'll see what Shopify has in store. The first few setups seem to want to counter something fully for Shopify here. I think they go more of a basic setup. You see your Killjoy Sova at B, Jet playing the mid so they can rotate fast. And the rest of the map being anchored by Omen.
One enemy remaining.
Nice cleanup. All right, Odin KP. Okay. Doesn't
yeah, you can
waste
hear
a
it.
second.
Love how loud the Odin is to the point where you could hear it from all the way across. Up towards A, but... Yeah, I mean, Tree not looking too good. Saunders kind of waiting around there. But still feeling confident enough to take the fight. One smoke pop flash down from Sipui. What tends to work out here, Shopify somehow getting ran down by EG. It's gonna be unfortunate. I do think KP could get a couple here. Odin's gonna be strong enough to be able to push back. He's getting a ton of damage off these players. Yeah, first one. Teamwork is there. And they pick it up ever so slowly. The synergy coming through from both these players is immaculate. Playing together to keep this round intact.
Yeah, like Gatling gun. Just mowing people down. KP rolls on through.
Yeah.
Fog Penguin? Did that just happen? It did. It won away from ult too with the Sova ultimate. So they know, oh, they knew there was an Odin over at A, but now they know that Odin rotates very quick. So EG has to be fast on their toes to set up to prevent this last time. We saw that kill getting caught as they were trying to make a little play towards heaven without having full kind of watch on it to trade. It seems a little hectic on the side of EG there to pull it back in their favor. Odin v Odin. Bring it on.
All right. the battle commences.
Oh, there's a tag. KP has to answer. There it is.
Nice shock darts, actually. Oh, just barely getting out of the way. Oh, so much util, though. I don't have a Sova. Oh, they do. Deteriorate this util, so possibility there. But Odin on Odin showdown still going on.
Shadows traveling.
Take flight. Mid. So this was pistol round, basically for Evil Geniuses right here with a little delay on the drone. Keensy's looking. So they realize everything for Killjoy is at C now, or is it B rather. And they just have to be careful of how they want to play this utility. Shock dart in there maybe? Oh, never mind. Null command comes out. Beautifully played. Can they take sight?
Okay, run and gun. You know, this isn't the first time I've seen this happen in Power, so feels disrespectful, if anything, but suppression. Not allowing Flowerful to use any of that util. Push through there. Keensey clears.
2v2.
Yeah, this is going to be perfect, though. Starbound. Trying to reset everything that's going on. Shot down, and again, spin transfer not there, but it's a one-tap that happens, and Starbound wins it out.
Oh, my. That round was gross from Evil Geniuses. Also, Power Pixel had such a nerdy flash. We love to see those. I thought they were flashing themselves, but that was a running flash that pop flashed right onto the Odin, right onto KP. No chance. Oh my gosh, everybody on EG just played out of their minds on that one. Beautifully done. They pull it back in their favor. Still some random buys around due to the deaths they've been receiving.
Get out of my
but that
way.
was impressive. And they shut Shopify Rebellion right down. Now, we see that alarm bot mid. That's what Keensey was trying to source last time. We'll see if that becomes a consistent thing for Evil Geniuses as they work the map here. Shopify on a bit of a retake play with this low buy.
Right here.
Repping up the drone. Just taking space up in mid quietly with a peek through. Valuable information.
Right
Quick
here.
spook dart. Fired a little short. Like, I gotta get this off. Oh, they're actually gonna use it here. All right, leaving this up to Sonder. Or Keensey, rather, sorry. Oh, wow.
Oh, actually.
Yeah.
It's a nice play. somehow worked out. I'm assuming because they got to see the tracers there. AP with a show. I was about to say showstopper with the Hunter's Fury.
Stopping the show.
Literally, yeah.
30
I
seconds
guess
left.
it works out. There's a terminology. But still so many players left alive. They're spamming that through Thea. Damaged quite hard. It's difficult to bring this back, but Starbound has gained so much control over site. Flash to resist here might just be the way. 2 players taken down. Still having to fight this one off. Starbound is impeccable with the gameplay. And a shutdown from EG again. What is going on?
That EG lose a lot, but that did not look good in the beginning of that round. They still come away with a win. I think all the kills were coming for Shopify without even seeing members of EG. We had that Hunter's Fury go down, almost a kill onto Keensey before they answered with knives into the shadows. That got sketchy, but they cleaned it right up. So Hunter's Fury now ready for Lori. They have switched the Odin over to a Stinger. Interesting to see. No, I'm just kidding. Still the Stinger, though, for Power Pixel. Gonna hang on to that. Even winning last round. Like, whatever. We'll keep money. Maybe it'll turn into an operator at some point for somebody else on the squad. So, switch up as well for Shopify's defense. This first time we're really seeing the Killjoy utility at A other than pistol round here. And it is set up for kind of a tree and door attack. All over the map.
Yeah.
EG's on an adventure.
Sticking to the quiet. That's what seems to work best here for EG. And I like the diversity that we're seeing too. That they don't know Saunders watching with the op. So the moment that peek comes through could be detrimental. Oh gosh. EG. Oh, they slowly work up.
Send a Stinger.
Yeah, actually, that might work. That might have to work here.
Oh, they might know now. Be like, wait, Saunder by themselves here?
Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Keensey.
Wow.
The teamwork to bring that up. They read that like a book. When it comes down to EG, they've studied this team.
Flash and dash. See you later. Up, picked up by Keensey now. You don't even need that. Power Pixel's able to switch out from the Stinger as well. They're just absolutely cleaning up and upgrading here. Thea is on the backstab.
Perfect way to end off the round if you're EG. Man, and they hit the site so hard. Economy's already so terrible when it's Shopify.
Dang.
It's unfortunate to be put in a position like this one, but still waiting for these players to push in. They still take a step back. Best decision they can make here.
The lurk. Thea now. Maybe the kill. Always a tough one to make. So many angles to watch as you're the one pushing tree like that. Or pushing through tree. So to survive. This is big for Shopify Rebellion. They are losing grip of this game right now. And it is all about EG's attack. So aggressive. They've actually been very timid about aggressing onto a site immediately. They want to see something. They want to identify something that they can create a protocol around. And that's how they've cracked the defense of Shopify so far. Last round being, all right, look around, find someone to fight. Oh, there's Saunder, flash dash. The time they were actually able to work mid a little bit and give Shopify some trouble, as well as just actually a lot of B work, to be honest, in the end.
It's just impeccable how everything could work out the way that it did. Man, I really, the round win was that pop flash to push Keensey onto site. You know, forcing Shopify into an extremely uncomfortable situation. So, yeah, I mean, I guess good time for a timeout.
All right, Shopify gathers themselves. A few more moments in this. I'm not sure if they'll have a buy. I forgot coming out. I know that Op was just picked up. I don't know if they have something low. Sheriffs and armor. They will have a bit. They'll be able to round out some weapons here for round 7. It doesn't look the greatest. Should be a stick. Should be a stinger. So at this point, Shopify Rebellion need to play it close. They shouldn't be peeking anything long unless it's a jump peek to draw your opponent in. They need to get within almost shotgun range to make it happen. That was cute from Sonder. I'm like, is she gonna go up over the wall? Will I see Keen C coming up? Are they gonna be cheeky? All right.
Okay. Well,
It would. I thought Keen C activated daggers too, so it would
Yeah.
be. But it was cool. They're just looking for bolt or sonar bolts. So mid push here from Evil Geniuses. This actually plays really well into Shopify Rebellion. It's exactly where their stinger is. Actually, Panini has a Vandal now, so they switched it around.
Man, you gotta love the way Power Pixel plays with the team now. And then Pop Flash just to distract. That's lured so many players in.
They are waiting for this movement. They don't want to commit too many. Look how many are just kind of milling back and forth around back spawn towards tree.
30 seconds left.
They're falling right into the trap. Quick dash across. Looks like they'll be able to secure sight.
Smoke already being set down though. 14 seconds left. And a huge
10 seconds left.
lockdown coming through. This is stall potential. It is gonna be that. Fury actually denying that. No, it's not even down. Still waiting inside.
Oh,
Three
no.
players detained. The perfect way to close things out. Especially if you're Shopify. This could have been best case scenario, but a lockdown coming in advance. No,
Wait.
they have to push this. There's no way they can. Still 1 more second. And they cross.
How? So Lori went for the kill as well as the attack on the ult, right? And thinking the top right of like 2 o'clock on Hunter's Fury would have hit the ult. It did not. It goes off. But still a savior in the end. I can't believe what just happened. A savior in the end of the round there. EG able to pick it up even though 3 get detained. That's wild. That's wild.
Right here. Scanning ahead.
6-1. Ishii still lead. Lockdowns have been used on both sides, so we'll have a bit of reprieve from that chaos for a little bit. Look at this. Everybody just waiting in flash mode and prep mode. Looks like nothing's going to come out of that one. 0 point to start us off here. That operator is still alive for Sonder, and they're just going to leave that up on the top of A. B has been over and over. It might be market to be here for the way EG's playing through this one.
Oh gosh, no, this is not okay. Holding it down in halls. Just waiting for somebody to come by. So using that tailwind just to deny a turret coming through, but the Molly's pushed back, so there's 34 seconds left. 2 players, 3 now. Sitting down towards back. They don't lose just yet. Still police there. Now Pop Flash moving forward. EG, they're not letting them take this in. The op is too strong now. And it's up to Flowerful. Not a lot to do within this round, especially when everybody's running it down on you.
Evil Geniuses. Like, just the clarity they have while moving through this map. What the position is. It seems like they know how Shopify is split. That it's a 2-3, or that they have waited out the map long enough that they have the advantage on what they rush is going to be the right thing. One of the big things I think for EG is when they're hitting this, all the utilities dumped into the back of site, and you see Shopify having to back up. KP fired a dart right away, hoping the Odin would do something to spam through as EG ran in, but all the EG members just wait and then dump everything into sight. They're just quickly countering and reading what Shopify wants to do to stop the play. And we've yet to see an answer. Shopify down on another low buy round. See, watch. So EG will move up, and they may not have to use more than what the 0 point. Wait for it again. And then as they approach site, they have everything to use. Good sack, though.
Molly. Pushed out. They actually don't know if he's... Oh, this is perfect. Everybody's there. Still gets one, and Sondra working alongside. They're working as well as they can with a Thrifty. Whatever they can do with a Vandal picked up. This is huge!
The battle
the side of Shopify. What?
I respect the battle res all the time. I'm a good res, whether you're in the open or not. You tell your teammates, res me. I know. I love that, though. With the chaos, with the commotion and the protection, that was actually a solid try to get that back into play due to the utility that was actually flying into sight. But a little hectic. I think EG just found themselves being a little too comfortable. Oh, Shopify is not pushing. They're not doing anything. We have control of the game. You might not ever have control of the game for Shopify. You just have the lead for now. And you have to be very careful with that lead.
Pop the Molly now. He's just walking straight into the battle. Flowerful watching the angle. 7-2 though. They're not going to let it go as easy as you think. Tons of players already denied that space down towards backside B.
Right back to cut. Absolutely brutal on the execution towards B. And I think that works best against Odin. When you can dash in his face, blind it, and find it. We'll see how they defend the rest of these.
Looking to stay down. Oh, deferred though. One enemy remaining. Giving away 11 health left. Just to keep this down on Thea. Man, what is up with EG on Ascent?
They picked it for a reason, apparently. They love it, and we're seeing why. A lot of these are kill rounds, too. Like, yeah, the spike's going to be going off in a lot of those that have the X's on them for a crosshair, as it does on round 6, but it's EG is finding their marks and hitting it. And that's one of the biggest things. I think we just heard from Thea. She's like, my team has firepower and we have brain power. And they are using that to the max right now, Gompers. All right. Do they push? A little bit of a crossfire on Lumber. A little bit up close here for Shopify. So they... I'm wondering, are they going to leave Sonder? Okay, Sonder leaves. I was wondering if they would play Sonder in the same spot, but leave Flowerful to catch that dash, that flash that we would see Keensey try to make the play on once identified. Like, anything that Shopify can throw at EG right now, they have to think about. Even if it's just for a play about one person to take out that player. Because you're not going to see anybody else diving into sight. It's going to be Keensey. That's the Jets' job on Ascent. All right, they push towards mid. This was super effective last time. And actually, they had KP for a little bit of an alert last time they did this, and now KP may not be aware. All right, never mind. They're in. They're loud. Here comes the Stampede.
Oh, no. Even then, smoke will dissipate, and Keatsey's left out in the open. Nobody sees Flowerful just yet. But the Spectre seems to make it work. Despite the troubles they have faced, moving up to this 3v3 now. Shopify, they could pick up some rifles, honestly. It's been dropped. Potential is there.
Not ready yet. Shadows traveling. Cover going out. Blinding.
Good damage on the way in. This is possible for us, or Shopify.
Around somehow left the slow work up. From Panini, they still try to get some sort of sprite down, but it's starbound. Molly, they're doing damage, but they're blinded. Can't see a thing. Shopify, they finally bring it back.
I think HP being able to cover each other and not wanting to peek in the end there. EG was playing a little scared, and Shopify used that to their advantage. EG was forced to play that one a little bit safer due to how much damage they took on the way in. And the flashes from Shopify, the aim finally coming around to give them another round here. Almost a 9-3 first half here. We'll see what happens on the last round. Keensey Judge Blades.
We're going to have Vandals across the board here for Shopify. Do they take a different position? They've kind of stayed quite static. And again, rarely towards A have we seen the play, but they feel like today, this will be the round. And Shopify looked like they have chosen correctly. He's going to try to take Cat.
Yeah, no noise being made, though. I've gotten a suppression. I've gotten some pretty good information there leading up towards A, but so many players just surrounding that A site.
All right, noise made. All right, so that's going to be maybe a plant now. Flory gives that up.
Here.
Are they setting up? Some mollies for some darts. Getting the lineups ready. Nerding out. We like this. Always happy to be seeing some lineups. So you have the fake play from Keensy here. I wonder if Keensy breaks door when they go. Oh, Keensy's just going to wait.
Oh, even then. Man. Just coming through for Keezy, but they're still lurking around. They could get some shots down in mid. Power picks away onto a work up. Onto sight. Zipui. Good for 3 and watching. What? A Starbound just takes them down as well. 3-on-3 coming through EG
Starbound
and
Ace?
Shopify. Fighting for their lives, yeah, but 10 seconds left. They still have to get the flank. Down 42 health now.
Knows where both are.
Oh, there's still a paranoia left available. Actually, no. There isn't, but Panini doesn't care. At that point, just run it down.
Panini reads it. Pros don't fake. Everybody would have planted that and been like, all right, now I just have to fight 2 people. Nah, Panini's going to dive on in there and get the kill. Damn, Starbound is having a game, a tournament, a series, and everything. And so is Power Pixel. My word, they are crushing the side of EG here and making it tough for Shopify to find any footing. We switch it over to attack side now. Shopify gets to dictate where that spike is going, where the plays are going to happen. It looks like a push to start out, a dart over towards tiles so EG can source some information just to get this round going. It should actually mark pretty well.
Trying to lead the pack at this point.
Oh, they didn't dart.
Actually, yeah, suppression though coming through down to its back. So they think at this point that fights would be completely cleared off. We're getting a nice entry in. Pistols brought out. Who's gonna win this half? It could be Shopify. The way things are looking right now, Sonder shining above the rest on that attack.
Just flexing muscles on that one. 3v4. 3v3.
And then through the box. Oh, I don't even know.
They have 0 point again.
Yeah, so
they don't have 0 point.
Tremendously behind box, and they somehow take it back. That's huge for EG to move forward.
That's... They're just taking heads when they go into sight. What is this? Evil geniuses can almost do no wrong in these situations. They got instantly ran over by Shopify Rebellion to start the round, and then EG says, yeah, we can do that too. We'll take it right back. And it's a buy. Shopify Rebellion's going in, Gompers. Oh, boy. All right. First map getting spicy here. Let's see what they can do. They go Stingers by some Sheriff full armor to try and get those finishing shots in, or at least the softening shots for the Stingers to clap off. Oh, my word. This could be terrible for Shopify if they can't get a lot of kills in this round or take it all together.
Good approaching. Not looking for a good time. So many tags. Just to see where they are, but they're prepped up from Thea. Still actually manages to run away with the one. Shopify, they have potential here. I mean, Stingers brought out. Could they bring it back a buy into this round just to try? They're absolutely best, but it's not enough. Despite that, even if they lose now, the economy's not going to look good. Panini and the 2K now. Sheriff, insane. Panini? The judge picked up. This is it. Now rotation being led into, so Thea knows what they have to do.
Oh my gosh, I can't. They're gonna make this work. They're gonna scrap it out and make it work, aren't they? So a judge, it's one of the best things to have right now. Just keep the judge close to the spike and you're good to go. Keep KP on a crossfire. So they're gonna have utility for this as well. Probably one more smoke to come up just in time. One smoke and a shadow. Or a step rather, just to try and fake something out. Maybe a little misdirection.
So many smokes still there, though. Thea.
Jump fake.
Don't know how to feel about this one, Coach. Still so much.
No.
So
Actual
much
horror.
mystery.
Panini with the 4K. Absolutely putting the team on her back that round.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good thing they re-signed this one. Super awesome play coming in. What sheriff work. And that was such a gamble. Shopify Rebellion dug deep for that one, Gompers. That was a very scary round to put in front of themselves, but you know what? It did not stress them out. They felt absolutely comfortable, and we have the 5-9 because of it. Bulldogs up. They're now against the Sheriffs of EG, who can kind of get a small buy-in. But yeah, that is impressive stuff for Shopify. That's why you can never count out what this team can do.
I do like the Judge Sonder, though. I feel like this could play really well. Other 3 players on site is not a good place to dash onto.
Saunders ready for that peak. Like, yeah, they'll get curious, but I don't think they will because they've stacked 4 at this point. You let all the crossfires do the work. You wait on first contact. Nobody's gonna be moving. Who shot? Who was that? Heard that. Okay, here we go. Action begins.
Oh, but it's Sonder. He said it would work out. Maybe it could. Still, they're fighting back when it comes to EG. They've managed to get a couple players down. Now they've lost all the control, and Keensey is insane.
Spike down.
Even with the Sheriff, the 1v2, Lori gets one, and the third. Not there. KP. Man.
Oof. This is going to be one expensive game right now, Gompers. I actually think they're all even. So yeah, that's a bit of a low buy on the side of EG, and I think Shopify is doing the same with maybe a Sheriff on somebody or a Stinger. Oh, that flick was close, but the Stinger sprays and the Stinger clears. All right, so still pretty good actually on the side of Shopify. They've been doing some good economy work here. Inflation not hurting. B site looks to be open. They're going to try to get a fake out here and maybe let Subui get hit by a 0 point and throw one of their own just to fake that the team is going to be there. Oh, 0 points actually thrown cross map almost on both of them. Subui's towards Wine there. And we see from A, Power Pixels is going to hit over towards that B main. EG are favoring a stack towards A, though.
Yeah. I do still have Alarm Bot settling down in mid, so and then no attention needed here. Someone knows. Trying to dash their way forward. They're not going to fight spawn. Either, yeah, they're just going straight onto site. Probably best case scenario, but then again, the Molly's kind of stalling this off. Rotation still not being a decision here when it comes down to EG, but Flashes attempting to close off. Closing down on that back site. Stormbound, absolutely insane. KP again.
Puts out the star that time. Flashes are coming flying over right now as Keensey picks one up. 3. Oh, the spam.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt. Back off for some insurance there, and it doesn't seem to work out in your favor, but yeah, working a bit more in cohesion here for Shopify. Slowly bringing back the lead.
All right. 3 in a row. That was, that was a really weird 2-3-4 for sure, what just happened. It's going to make the money a little bit weird here. Keency with the Bucky. You're going to be just dipping into the pockets a little bit. Ultimate for KP. Alt for Panini to make any cross-map plays if necessary to deny map vision. I think it might be time for EG to start sourcing a little more early information, and that'll do.
Oh, deep smoke, though. Yeah, they're afraid somebody's in there. Actually, a pretty good tactic to keep these players back, though.
Okay, so almost got him.
Yeah.
Right here. We're just trying to sheriff spam through the wall. Mid plays covered. Molly's mid, not something you see all the time, so really nice prediction here by the side of EG.
Sounds up my bot. Bomb grenade out.
Ooh.
Pushing the time. 53 seconds. Starbound knows they need to hold this angle, and I think they can. The hard situation is how many players are going to be there to help out now. So alone. They start coming through. Can't take one in. Now even a pop flash won't be able to help here. Paranoia to try to assist. But nobody's there for the refrag. Not a lot of potential here when it comes down to it. EG still attempting. Everything's held down with every single weapon they have in their hands for 30 seconds. All they need to do is stall for time.
There's the TP. Plant down.
One enemy remaining.
There's so much damage happening all around. Sonder. Absolutely insane. We're cutting close.
Shopify feeling comfortable. I honestly, that whatever rally cry they did on that second round buy, the force buy, is echoing throughout each of these rounds because they have a lot more force to what they're doing, a lot more confidence to the plays they're making, and really have kind of squashed out any of the mistakes they were suffering before.
Yeah.
EG now, we're going to try to figure that out. Jovi going ahead and chatting with the team to figure out what they can come up with now to give Shopify Rebellion a tough time. You know, what could be new that they haven't seen yet that they're ready to show. And I think for defensive side, EG can just play on the fact that their retakes are still so good. The B retakes have been incredible. We saw pistol round just be an absolute tsunami into sight. And we really haven't seen them play too much towards A with a full comp. Every time it's been A, they've lost quite a bit of their team, and it's been a lot of mid too. So maybe calling it back a little bit, keeping people alive, and letting Thea do some retake calling as the site comes to be implanted at.
There's so many ults left, though. Honestly, Shopify have such a good opportunity. Lockdown one orb away, so that could be collected easily down on B. Actually, unless Lori is just gonna shoot this down with the Odin, which is gonna happen. 99% sure.
Revealing area.
Yep.
Everybody's away from there. Shopify Rebellion, pistol round variation. Once again, they're looking for this killjoy utility. Since they found it last round, they can tempt that utility this round. Take it out maybe and come back. I don't think they actually spotted any on that drone, is it? Got just close.
Enemy mark.
And they see that turret's in range and alive, so they know Killjoy's here. Doesn't really tell them too much. I'm pretty sure they heard that spike drop, though. Very slow movement. This could still go right back to A through Cat.
My ult's ready.
Or not. Null command is so close to sight. You don't want to give that up.
Nowhere to run.
Oh no, but this is where tons of utility starts being used. Hunter's Fury to actually assist with the entry. Left down on site. EG, every single penny, every single bullet being put into this round. So they can bring things back. They don't want the lead being taken away from them. This is probably the biggest opportunity. They're gonna get trying to take this one back. The KP getting flashed and left alone down on site. Not a lot of opportunity here. Luckily enough. Yeah, Panini does have that paranoia to use though.
Oh, so close.
Oh, they're actually extremely close here. Oh, they're gonna be together with it as well.
So good.
Great way to end it off.
Panini is on one right now. Just that kill onto Power Pixel right there, with the game Power Pixels having to be able to one-tap the null command out of play. Well, it's still in play, but the potential of Power Pixel, absolutely crazy stuff that they need to do in these situations and are executing on. You can, like I said, you might have that advantage over Shopify Rebellion, but you got to be careful with your lead. They're right back in it, 9-9 now from the attack side. They're stringing these rounds together, and they are looking powerful. Just split. Split on the map, ready to take any kind of 1v1s.
Yeah, it's actually a sad. But
oh, oh
sorry, that was a really bad dad joke,
no,
but
I'm supposed to say stuff like that. Holy, I swear my hair just went from gray to dark after that.
You turned young.
Yep. Oh my god. I'm casting with Van Silly right now. Get out of here.
3 suppressed.
3. Oh, nice grab there. And they'll be able to hang out. 1 minute left. They can work with that time. EG in pretty good position here.
That's actually a great fake dash too. Smoke actually just creating that diversion there, obscuring that vision, which is going to work out nice for that entry onto site. But so many players still waiting on that extremity. Actually be in favor here of Shopify.
Position. Here comes the cavalry. Oh, they're covered from every angle. EG may not make it in.
Oh, but they're working together. Try to push this team back. The lockdown is going to be such a big issue, but still try to do everything in their power. The team play. And EG is impeccable. But it's Subway to bring it back again, though. 2v2. They've gotten enough shots as it is. They just need to fight for time. If you're Shopify, and they don't care. The eliminations, all they care about is getting some sort of denial of that defusal.
I had to focus for a second.
They're trying to draw the fight still, and Lori's like, I have to defuse. Keensy's like, okay, bye. See you later. I'm out of here. Great delay. Nice job there by Shopify Rebellion. They pull into the lead. This massacre at Tree with Sheriff peeking finally comes to an end. And Flowerful's going to be able to make it out alive after another flag. Little Red Bull clutch there to Rocket. And that's 6 in a row for Shopify Rebellion. The train is on the tracks, and it is moving swift right now. Actually, Molly's over. This is a fast towards A.
I haven't seen this in a while from Shopify. It's been super slow-paced gameplay. Moving up towards mid, looking for mid control, and now they finally had enough. And then pushing so many shots coming through. Nobody cares about it. Even the smoke goes down. EG still fighting for it, and a pop flash coming through, but it's still enough for Sabui to fight it. Oh, 2v3 though. Oh man, Hunter's Fury is still left available for Lori as well.
Take flight.
Gotta be fortunate. Actually, that was such a good counter to the drone. Denial of information being put out. This way, they're just playing Sova on Sova games to see who's gonna be the better one. They clutch up the round. They're lucky to have 2 players here, and the trust is there within the team.
It is over.
Oh, and now we go back and forth. I don't know if EG is gonna have a lot of the money to pull in here. 3,300, 35, 31. That's a tough buy. They should be able to have low armor though.
Can I get this?
They should be okay. But yeah, Shopify Rebellion pulling out all the stops right now. They're making it to each site and pressuring EG almost immediately now. And that is giving EG a bit of trouble. Really nice adaptation there to get back in and get the defuse there. I think EG, again, got to recognize that retake capability that they have. Odins are going to be out for Lori. They're actually stacking towards B.
hoping that Shopify Rebellion goes for this dash play, tries to play off Sonder even more to get this spike down. It looks like they actually have a free road to A if they want it. It's just unknown until they try. Oh, little well peek. Little well peek in the back. Hello.
Honestly, they should Power Pixel. They're so good at running gunning that I feel like if they did that while shooting, they could get a headshot. Truly.
Here.
They think there's an op in the back right. Wondering about what the purchase money was this round. It looks like, yeah, KP could have dropped one maybe. Here they go towards tree once again, though. This has almost worked, 3G.
The aggressive entries onto site work time and time again. But luckily enough, actually space taking too. Oh, they've definitely heard the TP. Move up into, there's so much chaos happening outside and inside of site. But this shot might be the game changer that they need here. Forward for Shopify. They need the rounds. They need to win it out because EG too strong.
Wow.
Immaculate so far. They still do have Hunter's Fury. No, KP's not going to use it. They're stuck on site. Way too much pressure. And again, a 1v3. It's going to be enough. Molly's kind of enclosing. Flowerful as it is, and the suppression making it harder, but a jiggle peek in. It doesn't work out.
You can never tell with Evil Geniuses. What, 6, 7 rounds in a row for Shopify Rebellion, and then EG's like, oh yeah, by the way, watch this. 6 rounds in a row, EG double defuse coming up, and that finally worked for EG. That tree hold continues to be pushed back. They're either playing it backed up, back into the window, back to the left, and then they have to go to heaven. EG held tree that time, and yeah, a few people got by. They kept the pressure that needed to be respected by Shopify, and when Shopify came back to fight it again, they had lost everyone to who else? Starbound and the rest of the squad. So really nice job by EG to persevere on that defense of A, because they had been losing that position quite a bit, and it was a lot of losses in their rounds from A to B. So timeout for Shopify.
Yeah.
EG's got this in 2. Do they have the momentum?
Yeah, Odin's been oddly successful as well.
Yeah.
The Sovas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's definitely been something to watch out for. I feel like overall, I mean, approaches to site have been good from Shopify. The biggest issue is what happens after it. Again, talking about that Odin, talking about the information, it really is like Lori pushing through for the team here on EG.
KP topping on that side. On the Sova, 19, 14, Flowerful right behind. Maybe it's some Sonder in time. Maybe they're prepping for some Sonder in time here. We'll see. Vandals are out. It's going to be a gun round for both. Quick tiles information. Oh, wow. Ooh. Okay. Interesting little play there. Destroy from mid. Play from Cat. Again, across the map, Shopify Rebellion is going to try to play a little bit of a 1-2 game here. I think Panini gets this orb and eventually teleports back over to the team. Could be a possibility if they decide to fully take B. They're waiting, though. They're waiting for a little more noise. Panini, I feel like Panini's got their ear to the wall, and they're like, I can almost hear what they're doing. It's just no sound coming from that tree area, though, unfortunately. Okay, so it is going to be A.
Yeah, this is good. They've lured in a ton of players over towards B, but A left alone. Tia. And even then, Smoke actually covering. We talked about this, like, you know, it's the entry that never really is the problem. It's, yeah, exactly here. What happened? The post-plant, first engagement consistently found out by EG. And somehow, Shopify have to convert this back into their favor. How's that gonna happen?
Slow creep. Uh-oh. Chaos begins.
Actually attempting to push back Sonder. Peeking just to get one. Managing to find a lot more than that. Keen see. Doesn't even know what to do. Smoke has dissipated. They don't know the location here. Even that damage is there. They know to watch behind, but KP finds the frag. 11 to 11. A nice cleanup.
This is getting spicy right now. Also, Panini, we've said the name a few times, but when I went down through KP Flowerful before, Panini has been slapping. Like, everybody on Shopify is starting to light it up right now. Sonder finally comes up with a nice double on that round. Adding a few more into the scoreboard to get that Blade Storm up and ready in 2, which could easily topple this game over once they get it ready. Power Pixel 1 away. It's ult time. It's all and no mistake time. These teams are pushing each other to the max right now. I know Lori's feeling it. Playing against her old team has to be pretty fun at this point as it's getting this intense. Another play towards A here. A little bit of love from Saunders. You're like I said before, you're always going to be behind your Jet on this. Rarely, unless it's a walk-in to play off of contact, will you get a sight engage. So Sonder trying to show in different spots, making EG think a little bit about where the engage could be. Nice from the shadows to reveal that.
Well, they've pushed back Patho for some time. Coming close to match point. Both of these teams are not planning to let go anytime soon, so there needs to be a change. Something coming in quick. Seems like this is it's going to stay strong. Stay hidden now. Even then, Sakuri somehow finds the shot through the wall. That's going to be enough to keep them up for EG just a tad bit longer. They've only lost Kinsey. So many players still left alive at this point, and now a wraparound coming through from Thea just to find some sort of shots coming through down in Garage and Market.
Oh, Thea Paranoia? No, 2 shadows stacked.
Wow.
Oh, huge from KP. Evens it up.
They're still holding the patience there. They know that. I guess Lurk is coming in from KP, so the occupied a bit longer for EG. Right there, Lori goes down one by one. They attempt the fight for the site. Panini does not let it happen. Shopify, they've brought it down to this match point. Are we going to overtime?
That was so well played. Having a lurker that had to be annoying, KP, and the rest of the team playing their life inside sight, but still hitting shots and pushing EG back while they had to push forward. Like, that was just such a push and pull moment for EG. I would have been pulling my hair out. And those are the exact type of situations, even when you're, or especially when your number's down, that you need to create for your opponent to have to get through. And EG could not wade through those waters. Like you said, game point here on match 1. This is EG's pick, and they were running away with it before. And now Shopify Rebellion is going to try and close it out.
We're going to do the same thing again. It's always the mid-control that seems most important. Because EG, they've been peeking out pretty early. Giving away that first engagement, but not going to happen this time.
Alright, so they know there's at least no pressure cap. They're playing a little bit of that clock. It's going to take, what, 10, 15 seconds for somebody to get up there. Want to make a true play. 0 point will draw them back, though. You just see how much the Power Pixel's floating right now. They just want to be in the right position. Looks like B is going to be that final position.
Finding the right position isn't easy, though. They're going to get caught out. No, actually not on the rotation there. EG still rotating around down in spawn. Leaving them on there to stop. Yeah, this is perfect. 30 seconds. They have to fight this now, but a reload from Sonder just for Kinsey to take in, and it's the Blade Storm that continues this along. We're going to keep it, maybe not. 14 seconds left. There's not enough time at this point. Shopify Rebellion, no matter how hard they fight for sight, they cannot take it away. They might just be heading over to that match point, especially with the amount of players just shooting KP left and right.
There it is, Gompers. We got more OT. Let's go. Wish for it, and thou shall receive. There it is. The name, the org, the winners of 2023. That's a nice trophy as well. Damn.
It is.
But EG tries to pull out a little bit of that. The momentum. That team power here, that pedigree to bring us into overtime and give us a match win. Again, on their own pick. So what's the playbook say for EG OT on Ascent? They picked it. Let's see if they got something spicy here. It is actually going to be attack for them once again. 3-2 split across the map. They're going to play this one slow to start. This was their default before, basically, to hold it out, and then they'll get a drone mid in just a few off this tiles play. Once they feel like everybody's looked at their first angles, and then they make their move. Darts out front.
Hard situation to be in. Oh man, OT really does bring out like the most anxiety as well. It was the first match, so luckily there's a bit of leeway here. Oh, but that's a great way to keep the Muni out of the mix.
I love this fake. I love it. And the TP. Oh my god, they're selling this hard. They're selling it hard. They still have a bunch of util to run through, and that's going to be given away now with the tree dart. And they go. Ooh, down they go.
Yeah, continuing that race along, though, Sonder finds a nice shot coming through on half. They're forcing this at this point. And with your Shopify Rebellion, you need to take in defense to run away with the win on attack. Not looking too easy, though. There's no util left to use here from Flowerful. Listening in, though. Spike planted. Coming in quick. The lurk. That could work for Thea. Still so much to do. Much to utilize. Shock darts already wasted. And it is, in fact, going to be that Odin to really pick things up, but the lurk coming in a bit too late. It's unfortunate. Can't even shoot through the wall. The pressure is on.
So that's one. One of them needed. Shopify Rebellion brings out the first OT round. They swarmed the site. I think they realized with how fast the execution on B happened and how fast the execution on B was identified as the real play. Shopify Rebellion knew there were members of EG still rotating all the way through mid, all the way across the market into site. So easy retake there for Shopify as they moved on snap judgment. And now Evil Geniuses will call a timeout, see what they can get from this defensive side. I really feel like EG's done, again, well at the retakes here. It's something that's been crazy for them. The tree hold seems to have leveled out as well. So if they want to keep, Thea, I think it's Thea and Power Pixel there. Yep. With Starbound somewhere around B with Lori and that Odin. Perfect. Keep it going. That really worked out well for EG. But this also gives Shopify time for a timeout, and they're always very strong after they have time to talk.
Yeah, but I do believe it's the last timeout we'll be able to see at all now. So getting everything across is the most important thing to do in this moment. Because if not, I mean, either EG win and we continue along. It might just be the end of the game for them. 10 seconds left until we get to see what step we're taking next.
Shopify. I feel like they play this one rather slow. Oh. After that, they'll play it slow. They have to get out of the way first. Dash used. Chaos. Attention to create. To cause. Oh, Power Pixel.
Just sitting in the corner. I'm surprised nobody saw Power Pixel.
When have they ever been there?
They were just chilling.
Exactly. So smart. So smart. You just eating pizza? That's so good. That's where I would be. All right. Back to safety. Power Pixel is still 70 HP. Can take a fight, can take a shot, as long as it's not to the kisser. Now they're going to be pushing one down. That's exactly... I mean, that's what Shopify was looking for. They're like, one kill. We'll feel super comfortable at whatever you execute after one kill. Now they're forced to do this without Sonder, without that jet to execute into sight. This would be crazy if they still win this round.
It'll be a hard win to run away with, though. Oh, they're trying their best. They've put up a one-way.
Paranoia stops everybody.
Yeah.
They're all stuck.
Oh,
no.
It's over, Lori. They've done their best. They managed to pick up one, so it's not the ball is lost. Again, they've only lost one as well here.
Pixel.
Second one going down. But it's up the star bound. Can't seem to do more than that. Two, but again, the health is low, and they run it down. KP sees it.
What?
The GG taking in the win. They're not lost just yet.
As much as it looked like, no, they are not. That was pretty silly there at the end, running through the smoke. But Thea was just knowing they had to create distance, could turn around and then finalize the kill. Yep. Got a little messy there in the middle. We saw KP reading the play that was happening from spawn between PowerPixel and the team. So that got a little messy, but EG do come out with it in the end. They do a very nice job at being able to retake that with the final members. Make it count. I should say hold that with the final members. 0 point goes out. And Cbui just making sure it's not a fast A play, but it could be very tricked on this with the timing.
Yeah, they've tried to hold that back. Doesn't happen long term for Shopify. Desperation. Starting to really seep through. At the end of the day, though, Lurk coming up towards mid. No mid control being taken away from Ichi.
Shopify is reconsidering their strategy. We just saw Flowerful back up out of sight like, you know what? I don't have enough protection here for the setup we have. So super safety here, but not for Panini. We've seen this play before. The draw comes in now from Cbui. Cbui tries to fire some shots.
Oh, nice.
Panini goes.
Beautiful way to keep Shopify. Keep their players now. They've actually kind of denied that entry. Cbui crept up for a really nice hold. Leading down onto site. So many players already eliminated, and it seems like Shopify are finishing it off. Flawless. 14-13.
Switching sides.
So well controlled. The map play as well. Pulling Flowerful off of B, having everybody continue to rotate over because they know Flowerful could stall if it went B or even mid to B at least a little bit. But they planted everyone towards A and absolutely cut them down as they tried to come into the site. I think taking down Panini gave him a little false sense of, hey, there's less here. No, there's more there. There's way more. 14-13 now. Operator and Odin. EG is saying if this is going to be the one, we're going to make it an interesting one. And pull it back to 14-14 with some big buys on this round if they can make them work. 3-2 split again from Shopify.
Here. We're looking to make it work. Man, at this point, EG getting desperate, bringing out the Open Qualifier, but so many players surrounding B.
All the way back over. I don't think there's been any significant noise from EG on this side. It would only be Thea that's making noise in tree right now.
Yeah.
No orbs have been grabbed across the map, so they hear that. Thea's going to be able to call that spike drop.
Oh, this is perfect. I said before, maybe not the best decision to stay on A, but this might just be it. Thea getting so lucky, shooting down the smokes. Shopify, they've lost the one. Panini's down, so no more smokes left available. Once that dissipation comes through, pretty much could be it. Sonder up the road. Unseen, starbound. Thought they knew what they saw.
He looks like they get tied up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
already
dear.
seeming like, okay, 3
Wait.
players down, but Thea attempting to convert. Oh, they switched it up. No operator anymore. There's potential to try to reel this back in. 14-13, let's not forget. Again, if EG lose this one, it could be over. Thea with an ace to finish things off.
Ace.
Holy, that was what? She ulted on top. top of Sonder to confirm the placement, and then they swung the sight. That is the peak of peaks. She peaked while peaking. Holy crap. That was such a quick thought. I actually love that. Yeah, it seems like such a simple thing, but to do that in the moment and know that it allows you to create the correct crossfire on site entry is absurd fast thinking. That is really cool stuff coming out of Thea here. All right, we're going to see what they can continue to do. EG pulls it back 14-14 now as we go to round 29, Gompers. You thought you were getting out of this early. No, she didn't say that. She didn't say that. She didn't say that. All right. They're pushing it. Looks like they're going to try to go hard.
Oh, okay. They're fed up at this point. EG have tried everything. When it comes to being slow, when it comes to being patient, but patience doesn't work unless you're Sabui. 3K to help out the team Shopify. Brano, a really good KO.
Standing.
Paying attention to the angles as well. And slightly clearing things up, but a 1v2 definitely more clutchable.
All right, little bot.
Man.
That would have made me jump if I was them. I didn't expect somebody to be around the right side yet. Woo! All right, all right. This is wild. 15-14. Let's keep it going up a notch.
Match point.
All right, back on defense. Look at that. It's just a checkerboard. Back, forth, back, forth. And it's coming up to post plants, too. Both teams are being able to break the barrier, get in, get the spike down, get that defuse. So, no more op, no more Odin. That was a chance round, and we just saw EG run a chance round for an aggressive, very aggressive strat. Uh-oh. Same thing from Shopify. Rinse and repeat. Oh, good fake. Good fake. I don't even know if they actually heard the fake. We did. Now, Sonder would be looking up. Oh, fake for fake. Love these guys. So good. Let's go. Going towards A Gompers. Let's go.
No information gathered, but make the assumption EG's pretty quick on that rotation. Not a lot of time to get that hunter sure. They could honestly load it up. Really close there from KP. 2 shots. And a dream.
I'm sure Lori doesn't want to lose on this round. Not just yet versus Shopify.
Still a lot of time to regain the site. Over isn't there though, as they keep getting shut down by every single player. It's left up to Sonder again. There's just so much potential to run away with this one if you're Shopify. Starbound attempt to clutch it up.
Attackers
and Shopify, they finally find it. 16-4. Listen, it was a long one, but we hit even with the 30.
Oh my gosh, we go to another 30. The OTs are everywhere in Series 3, and Shopify will claim this one as their own. Taking down Evil Geniuses on their pick of ascent. A grueling map for both teams here, but Shopify show that they came to play.
Great performance from Shopify, and that's gonna be taxing. You're playing the game for so long to the point where you're literally like you're 30 rounds in. At that point, I'd probably just be like, arm in the air, like just trying to play as well as I can. But honestly, I don't even know how I would feel after that one. But let's just say KP brought the heat that game when it comes down to the KD.
It was wild. Actually, everybody was playing really, really well on that side. But yeah, KP continues to bring out the heat. We saw how much even both jets were kind of facilitated with the utility. We kept seeing the drone come in and trying to help and get a jet to their position. But yeah, KP was able to use that to such a big advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I will say, though, there is one more or 2 more games left to be seen, which I'm kind of excited for, but we're going to have to see what those games are going to look like right after this quick break.
I wish for the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro.
Sean, do you mean this one, the one with titanium? Switch to Verizon. You can trade in any iPhone and get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition for a new iPhone 15 Pro on us, only on Verizon.
Red Bull gives you wings.